Her voice came through the half-closed bedroom door like a blade sliding through velvet. "He's just a substitute. Once Jamie is back, I'll dump him." My wife laughed, soft, careless, like the sound of glass cracking under cloth. For a moment I couldn't move. The mug in my hand felt heavier, my pulse quieter. Her friend didn't laugh back. I heard her whisper something, low, nervous. Then silence. I stayed frozen in the hallway, staring at the faint reflection of my own face in the framed wedding photo. My lips curved slightly, a reaction between disbelief and amusement. A substitute. The word sank deep, like an anchor dropped into still water. I turned, walked back to the kitchen. The coffee had gone cold, bitter. I drank it anyway. I didn't storm in. I didn't ask questions. Rage has a sound. Mine didn't. It was quiet, like the silence right before something dies. That night, she leaned on me while we watched a movie, her head on my shoulder, her hand tracing lazy circles on my arm. The same arm she said belonged to a substitute. Every gesture felt rehearsed, every smile practiced. I studied her like a stranger studies art, looking for the lie hidden in the brushstrokes. When she kissed me, I kissed back, but something inside me didn't move. Jamie. The name looped in my mind, a ghost I hadn't known existed. I recalled fragments, old photos, a few mentions years ago, an old friend, she had said once. Her eyes had softened then, the way eyes soften only for things that once burned. Now I knew. Jamie wasn't gone, just delayed. I lay awake that night, the weight of her breath steady on my chest, and thought about how easy it is to love an illusion, how easy to mistake routine for devotion. By morning, my decision was already forming. If I was a substitute, I wanted to know who I was replacing, and why she ever thought I wouldn't find out. The next few days I became methodical. She'd leave her phone face down now. She never used to. She typed fast, then smiled faintly at nothing. I didn't ask. I listened instead, to tone, pauses, the slight tremor when she lied. At work, I searched Jamie's name. There were traces, social media fragments, a return post. Back in town, new beginnings. New beginnings? For whom? I checked our call logs. Quiet hours between midnight and 2. Private number, short calls. Once, while she showered, I mirrored her phone onto mine. The messages were there, a history of longing written in half sentences. I wish you were here, soon. He's good, but he's not you. I stared at the screen until the words stopped meaning anything. Then I forwarded everything to myself. That night I made dinner, candlelight, music, the performance of a husband still in love. She smiled, said I'd been distant lately. I apologized, told her work was stressful. She believed it. I almost admired her confidence, the way she lied with elegance. But under the calm, something was evolving in me, something deliberate, surgical. Revenge doesn't grow in rage. It grows in patience. A week later, I called Jamie. He answered on the third ring. I said nothing at first, just listened. His breathing was uneven. He knew who I was. I think, I said quietly, you've been talking to my wife. Silence. Then, it's complicated. Not really, I said. I just wanted to thank you for confirming. I hung up before he could respond. The next day, I printed the messages. Every one. I placed them in an envelope and left it on her dresser. When she found it, her face drained. Where did you... I didn't answer. I watched her hands shake, watched her mind race for an explanation that could make her seem less monstrous. It wasn't like that, she whispered. It was exactly like that, I replied, calm, almost gentle. Her tears came too quickly, too easily. I realized then she wasn't crying for me. She was crying for herself, for being caught. That night she came to the living room. eyes swollen, voice trembling. "I made a mistake," she said. "You're the one I love." I looked at her for a long time, studying every word that left her lips. Then I smiled, the same way she used to smile when lying. "I know," I said. "That's why I forgave you." Relief flickered in her eyes. She reached out to touch me. I let her. Then I handed her the folded sheet of paper, our mortgage transfer, her name removed. Her fingers trembled as she opened it. What is this?" "Freedom," I said. "You said I was just a substitute. So I decided to substitute you, too." Her mouth fell open, a small broken gasp escaping her throat. I stood, picked up my coat, and walked past her. The silence behind me felt heavier than any scream could have been. I didn't look back. The night air outside was cold, clean. I breathed it in slowly, feeling the weight of her voice finally dissolve. People think revenge is about hurting someone. It isn't. It's about removing them from the equation entirely. She would wake tomorrow in the house that wasn't hers anymore, surrounded by memories that no longer belonged to her. Every photo, every wall would remind her of the one thing she lost. Not my love, but my silence. Because silence, once it turns against you, never stops echoing. I walked until the streetlights thinned, until I felt nothing but clarity. No pity, no rage, just the quiet understanding that I'd stopped being her substitute the moment she stopped being real. And for the first time in months, I didn't need to be anyone's replacement. I was enough.